Telephone number for the Bronx location is 718-231-1909. Or give them a call in Brooklyn. Number is 718-484-0917. So if you're looking for a safe and a dependable way to send your valuables to the Caribbean islands, check out Quality One International Shipping Express Corp.
I need some tax to be done and I don't know where to go. Where can I go to get that?
Call Taxman Shippy, man.
Yeah, but I also have income tax also.
Him do the same thing to man. Shippy, man, just call 718-231-2058 and him deal with all of the tax, man, I tell you.
Wait. You're telling me that he does income tax, corporation tax, payroll tax, sales tax, all in one at one place? Taxman Shippy, is that where I can get everything I need?
Definitely, man. Go right down there, him deal with my thing too, you know.
Does he do bookkeeping?
Trust me, just call him, man. Let me get the number, man. 718-231-2058. Yeah, man, and just ask the Taxman Shippy and tell him, say, you need your tax deal with me, brother.
Whoa. His number is 718-231-2058.
Yes, I am. See him place in Bronx, the man. Taxman Shippy. Just call him up.
But I don't have my phone on me. Do you have an address?
Yeah, man, them address are 942 East 233rd Street, Bronx, New York. National accounting firm for all your taxation and auditing. 942 East 233rd Street, Bronx, New York. Derek L. Shippy. You could call him at 718-231-2058 or 917-652-0803. Or you could fax them at 718-231-2067.
I love doing my taxes. When springtime comes, don't you?
New York, I introduce the best ice cream factory located in Mount Vernon, 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Call and place your order at 914-699-1349. We also do delivery from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have the most Jamaican flavors: grape nut, pistachio grape nut, rum and raisin, Jamaican rum and raisin, sour milk ice cream, sugar-free ice cream, stout ice cream cake, peach grape nut, and more. Also check out Papa Deli's right next door. When you talk about jerk chicken, jerk pork, roast fish, fried fish, and roast corn, contact me at 914-699-0145. Also check out our juice bar with our smoothies, boosters, mash, and therapy juices. 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Ice cream, jerk chicken, roast fish and corn, and over them again. We sold it.
CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Call and place your order at 914-863-0188 or 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. Check out our menu. We have curry goat, curry chicken, fried chicken, brown stew chicken, jerk and stew pork, stew peas, oxtail, brown stew fish, $12 and upwards. Goes by order. Steamed fish, $12 and upwards. Also goes by order. Steamed vegetables. All meals come with white rice or rice and peas with vegetable. Check out the soup menu. We have chicken soup, red pea soup, seafood soup, goat head soup at CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Big up the top chef Conroy and his wife. Big up the 2 grill masters, Courtney and Ron. So remember to check out CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. Have you ever experienced a bad workmanship? Someone who work at your house and you're not satisfied, but you can't find good help? Well, look no further. Quicklink Construction is a licensed general construction company that's fully insured for the 5 boroughs and Westchester. A one-stop construction company that will cater to your needs. Experience is what counts in this business, and we have the experience for more than 35 years. So if you need a paint job, call call us. If the roof is talking to you, call us. If your garage won't open, call us. If you need a new paint job, call us. If you try to do the work yourself and your wife won't talk to you, call us. 914-665-0106. Quick Link Construction. No job too big, no job too small. Just call us. 914-665-0106. 914-665-0106. We have the experience. Quick Link Construction.
And I know.
Pass me a flask, let me tell the things them. People never know the rum talk and me a sing them. Ali Brand the rum boss I represent. Remember Dilsham, Butchers Wine and Spirit Inc. Of all of the alcoholic beverages you need. From a pink to a anchor. Moscato, Merlot, Hennessy, Douce, Tiger Bone, Ginseng, Rare Nephew Rum, Appleton, Myers Rum, Stone Ginger Wine, Red Label, Taylor Port, Fairbanks, Mount Gay, Sangster, Rum Bar, Jamaica Brandy, Syrah, Grey Goose, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker and more. You're drinking or joking, open hours. Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Address 104 South 4th Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York 10550. It makes sense to save you dollars. Contact 914-699-7267. Email us at
DutchessWineXpert@gmail.com.
must be 21 and over to drink.
40 minimum delivery.
Drink responsibly.
Plead my cause, oh Jah. I don't know Junex I represent for Linkage Radio. 104.5 FM. I deaf them.
You're locked on.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Near the Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Happy, 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 happy New Year. Hello, one and all. How are you? How are you? How are you? 15 minutes after 5 o'clock. I feel like the Queen standing on her balcony, waving the Queen's wave. You know that gesture they do with the hands? Welcome to the first show for the year, the Monday Drive. Keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Aired on Inside the Zone with Lady D. The community platform where information is guaranteed. Monday, January 4, 2021. At 16 minutes after 5 o'clock, how are you feeling? I am your host, producer, and presenter. My name is Lady D. Denise Gomez. I journeyed with you through 2020, and I have transitioned into 2021. Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a blessed thing? We reminisce about what took place in 2020. And while that year has closed, we are not worried about last year anymore, aren't we? We are stepping into a new year, a new mode of purpose. We can't bring it back. Anything that has happened during 2020, we can't do anything about it anymore. That year has closed. So I'd like to welcome you to the first show here on Inside the Zone, Monday Drive, January 4. How you all doing? How una do? How are you? Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and that you rang in the new year with new purpose. And that you have the will to achieve nothing but the best. And I'm on this journey with you. It feels really good to be back. You know, even though I don't get a chance to come here, I really do miss it. You know, I miss not being here with you. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228. Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. And I must say that I was very, very busy during the time when I was not able to come on air with you. So please don't beat me. But I'm glad to be back. Don't forget to hashtag host Lady D. Hashtag ITZ Radio, hashtag ITZ Community Live. Email me, InsideTheZoneNYC@gmail.com. Let me hear from you. And on Facebook, Lady D Denise Gomez. Also on Facebook, my business page, Inside the Zone. And catch me on Instagram, Lady D Denise Gomez. As always, you know, on a Monday, what we do, how we do. The Monday Beat, Voices, Music Zone, a Jamaica Ting, keeping you in the know and community live. Chris Wilby will be joining me for the first show at 6 p.m. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. The Monday Beat coming up in a few minutes. Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. Live like no one else. And this is a feature courtesy of Dave Ramsey. Have you all ever heard about Dave Ramsey? I went to one of his sessions via live streaming about a year ago or 2 years ago. It was very, very, very good and very inspirational and empowering. So I'd like to share a clip of his with you this afternoon. In a Jamaica Ting, Jamaican coffee. How many of you love Jamaican coffee like Blue Mountain Peak? And of course, we get into keeping you in the know as always at 6 p.m. When Chris joins me, we talk about the news. And of course, in our feature of Community Life, real stories, issues, and concerns as people see them. Family Money Matters in 2021. Family Money Matters in 2021. Are our bad spending habits spoiling our families? Why do we spend more than we save? What about our financial legacy? I am thinking about that for myself. Yep. That's how we'll be wrapping up the show this evening. And now at 20 minutes after 5 o'clock, once again, 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. Welcome to the show. And for those of you who are joining the platform for the very first time, I'd like to welcome you and to say, hey, you're at the right place at the right time. You perhaps never heard of me before. Well, I'd like to welcome you to my show, Inside the Zone. Today's feature is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. So wherever you're walking, talking, skipping, jumping, laughing, doing something, you're working, I'm here to keep your company and to roll in this new year. So much to do on this platform this year. It promises to be empowering, more features that will uplift you here in the community as well as myself. So while I'm on a journey, I'm taking you with me. It's now time for the Monday Beat. Each and every Monday, we chase the Monday blues out of here on Inside the Zone's Monday Drive. Are you ready to go with me? I'm sure you are. Let's get the show on the road.
The simple recipe to get the best of me. Homegrown ingredients, that's what made you mess with me in the first place. Cause you know I'm like organic and it tastes great. I already give you bananas. Go ahead and have yourself me again in your ear. Binge on my music for days cause I've been here for years. Not a comeback, I'm recycling me. It's not a comeback, you feel the new energy. Na 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 na, got a smile on my face, go ahead and pass it on. Na 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 na, it's free with the coupon. Let me reintroduce myself. Case you forgot, no I'm not. Records on your shelf. I'm still the original on me. Yeah, original on me. So let me reintroduce myself. Ooh, 20 vision. That's 100, but I'm not that good at long division. Get focused, put your glasses on. Seeing color like new crayons. I feel good, I feel great, I feel alright. Oh, na 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 na. Got a smile on my face, go ahead and pass it on. Na 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 na. It's free with the coupon. Let me reintroduce myself. Case you forgot, no I'm not. Records on your shelf. I'm still the original on me. Yeah, original on me. So let me reintroduce myself. Yeah, I'm still the original me. Yeah, I'm still the original me. Yeah, I'm still. The simple recipe to get the best of me. Homegrown ingredients, that's what made you mess with me. So let me reintroduce myself. Case you forgot, no I'm not. Records on your shelf. I'm still the original on me. Yeah, original on me. So let me reintroduce myself. Yeah, I'm still the original me. Yeah, I'm still. So let me reintroduce myself. Yeah.
The Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. On a Monday afternoon, Inside of the Zone with Lady D. Denise Gomez. I'll soon be doing my shout outs to those of you on the YouTube channel. I see you.
Go put that on everything, oh, for you. If I give you all my love, and would you treasure? Would you cherish it and never let me go?
just run and say good afternoon to you.
Happy New Year, Lady D.
Happy New Year to you, Glovia. How you
and
been?
I wish for you all God's blessings.
I wish you the same. Thank you, my love. Hope you had a great Christmas and you rang in the New Year well.
No, I'm not so well, but thank God. And you explained yourself this evening, or else me and a certain lady would give you a fine flogging, but we're not going to bother. You see, you were doing stuff, so we're not going to bother because she soon call you.
Okay, no problem.
So we're gonna spare you.
All righty, forgive me. Okay.
Blessings, my dear, and continue your good programs, and we appreciate it and look forward to it, and may the Lord strengthen you.
I appreciate you.
And give you all your heart's desire for the day.
Thank you. All righty, love you.
You're welcome. All right, bye-bye.
You should never let me go. Cause you're not gonna find someone to love you better. If I want him there for certain, I want you. Make I go love you, Jaja. Make I go love you, tender. Make I go love you, Jaja. Make I go love you, tender. My love, they eternally. I love you for eternity. Oh, my love, they eternally. I love you for eternity. You give me plenty love. You give me plenty love.
Sometimes love we can't deny. I've got that meaning, slowly so true. It's that love you can't deny. I can see it in your eyes. One-on-one is something knowing we must do. Singing now, I know, yeah, the power in my soul. You
watches and your clocks, it's 5:30 p.m. Welcome to the show. It is the Monday Drive, the first Monday here. Inside the Zone with the Lady D, Denise Gomez. I crossed over. You have crossed over with me. I'm so glad you're here joining me this afternoon.
I've got that meaning. Slow.
Wrapping up the Monday beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here.
That love you can't.
Happy New Year to Pat and to Lovey, to Aubrey, Jackie.
Knowing we must do. I've got that feeling.
Very special hi to DL.
Feel it too. It's not easy if we try.
Don't forget to share the link. Those of you who are on the YouTube channel, don't forget to share the link with someone.
Slowly, so true.
Have them join you in the process. Huh?
Love you can't deny. I can see it in your eyes.
And of course, I'm taking it down at 5:31 p.m. because, of course, it's now time for us to get into the segment that I call, what do we call it? Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. And of course, in Monday Beat, you heard selections from Gwen Stefani. Let me reintroduce myself. Patrice Roberts, Tender, and wrapping up with Y-O-Y. The intellectual voice that you'll be hearing this afternoon is that of Dave Ramsey. Have you ever heard about Dave Ramsey? Have you ever heard his story? Have you ever watched his podcast? Man, he can give you the solution to your financial demise if you have one. So, I'm on a journey. And I'm taking you with me. We need to make some money. We need to get rich. We need to be able to have what we need. We need to know that we're acquiring it the right way. And, nobody has to cart us off someplace, but that we are going to be comfortable this year. And just to remind you, and so that's my theme, you realize that, because in community life this afternoon, family money matters in 2021. Are our bad spending habits spoiling our families? Why do we spend more than we save? What about our financial legacy? What on earth do I have to leave? We have to ask ourselves that question. And if every day we just we're so broke, something wrong. We're not doing something right, and we need to get it together. It's not too late. So, hear the voice of Dave Ramsey in our community segment here this afternoon, keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts at 6 p.m. Chris Wilby joins me. We'll be talking. It's New Year. What did you do for the New Year? Did you go to church? Did you watch your church online? Did you have a glass of wine, some hot chocolate tea, something? I don't know what you did. You read your Bible. You spoke to your family. You danced the night away. What did you do? I want to hear the scoop. Welcome to the segment.
Most really big things start with a pretty simple story. Ramseys are workers. I've worked, feels like my whole life, and I've never complained about it. I'm not whining about it. But I remember when I was 12 years old, I came in and I asked my dad, I was going to ride my bicycle. I used to ride my bike down to the local Quick-Sack. It was about a mile down the road from us, and came in and asked my dad for some money to get an icy at the Quick-Sack. And he says, how old are you? And I said, well, I'm your son. I'm 12. You know these things. And he said, well, that means you need a job. You don't need money, because that's where money comes from. I'm like, well, he said, what could you do to earn some money? And I said, well, some of my buddies are cutting grass. I guess I could cut grass. And he went, good, get in the car. So, true story, he took me down on Nolensville Road in the Woodbine area there in Old Nashville to a print shop. And the old-fashioned print shop that used to do letterheads and business cards. They printed up 500 business cards that said Dave's Lawns. When we got home, he said, you're going to knock on the closest 50 doors in the neighborhood, and you ask them if you can have the opportunity to provide their lawn care needs. And I did it, and it worked. I got 27 yards to cut at 12 years old. I learned customer service, and I learned keeping your word, and I remember having all kinds of little businesses all the way through school. I made little leather bracelets that you would stamp people's names on and paint them in and sell them out there hawking them by the lockers, and I've just always worked. And so when I graduated from high school at 18 years old, I sat for and passed my real estate exam. Mom and Dad owned a real estate company, and so I started selling real estate while I was in school. And then I took off the other end of the state, the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, and took my license over there, worked for a guy over there, and I worked 40 to 60 hours a week while I was going through school. And I graduated from school basically broke, but not deeply in debt because I've been working. My wife, Sharon Ramsey, she is a central element, a Proverbs 31 woman. Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, and he will have no lack of gain. Sharon and I got married and started literally with nothing. You know, I remember when we first got married, we were so broke, it was unbelievable. We bought our first 2 pieces of furniture, an old couch and this oak pedestal table. If it could talk, wow, the stories it would tell. But eventually, after doing some selling real estate for a builder, I started buying and selling real estate in my very early 20s, just a couple of years after getting married. And it worked. A little bit of family connection with some bankers and stuff that knew me and trusted me. I don't know why. I was 22 years old, 23 years old. But they started loaning me money, and I got rich. I ended up with about $4 million worth of real estate, about $3 million worth of debt, so that's difference is $1 million net worth. And at 25, 26 years old, I was making $250,000 a year, cash taxable income. That was amazing. I mean, the neighborhood I grew up in, $20,000 a month, that's rich. I was rich. I mean, we did all the stuff we had dreamed of doing, and I'd always wanted a Jaguar. That was my car. I dreamed of having a Jaguar. I set that goal back when I was in college, and so I got my Jaguar, man, and everything seemed to be going right. It was incredible. And our first baby was born, Denise, and then and we're cooking along, and you know, about the time we started going to church, and I met God in the process. And weird thing happened. It was right about that time that everything started falling apart. September 22nd, 1988. I remember that. The banks got sold. Main bank we were dealing with, we had $1,200,000 with them in 90-day notes because we were buying property and flipping it. And that bank got sold to another bank. And the guys in another state, in another city, looked down and said, you know, there's a kid 26 years old here owes us $1,200,000. This is ridiculous. Let's limit this relationship, which is banker talk for call his notes and screw up his life. So they called our notes, gave me 90 days to come up with $1 million. There's no way. Started to crash, I couldn't stop. And word got out on the street that I was in trouble, and I was in trouble. And our second largest lender, we had $800,000 out with them. They called our notes about 60 days later after the first one. So we had less than 6 months to come up with $2 million, and it's all in real estate. You can't sell real estate fast enough to pay that bill. We'd never lost money on a deal. We'd never been late a minute on a note, ever. That didn't matter, though. They just decided that they were going to limit their relationship. They were in freak-out mode in the economy that we were in right then. And those 2 hits started a crash that we fought for 2.5 years. No one wins without paying a price. The scripture says, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. We sold everything as fast as we could. And it doesn't matter what you do. When you pile up stupid as high as I piled it, it's going to fall down and you can't catch it all. So no matter how hard I fought, no matter how smart I was, no matter how much I kept my word, no matter how much I was going to do the right thing and pay everybody, it didn't matter. I couldn't control the outside variables. And I remember being so scared. Sharon and I, there was a lot of separation between us. She's pretty freaked out and scared, pretty ticked at her husband. I didn't have any answers. I was the guy that had all the answers. The weird thing was we paid the $4 million down all the way to $378,000. It was unbelievable. But some of the little ones, we had been sued hundreds of times, it felt like. I don't know exactly how many it was. It was close to 100 easy. And one of those little lawsuits decided on that they were going to execute on the judgment, and they arranged with the sheriff's department to come take the furniture out of our house on a Friday morning. So September 22nd of 1988, we met with a bankruptcy attorney. That night, we signed bankruptcy papers. I'll never forget that. He filed them on Friday morning, so we filed bankruptcy on the 23rd.
That's the voice of Dave Ramsey, who today, by the way, is an international financier. I'm telling you, you listen to him, you'll feel like you can do just about anything at the drop of a hat. It just begins with one step. And if I'm going to make that step, then you have to make the step with me. 5:41 p.m., Live Like No One Else. Go look him up, Dave Ramsey, on YouTube. You'll see his podcasts. And even though these people have excelled, they're at the pinnacle of their professional lives. There are nuggets that you can walk away with and go create your own. How about that? Live like no one else. Good afternoon, everyone. The show continues here inside the zone with the Lady D. It is the new year, and I am here with you. Today is the 4th year, and I am breathing. You know what? I was hosting on Thursday night my church's New Year's Eve production. We had an actual production, and I had to pause and ask everyone to just do this with me and just breathe. You know how valuable breath is when you think about it? When it's gone, you're no longer here. You know how many people are in hospitals now? They're on ventilators because, why? They can't breathe on their own. There's an obstruction there. And you and I are here, able to breathe on our own. So breathe with me. Live. Let's start living. If you have been just working your whole life, there are people out there, you're hearing my voice. It is important for us to live. And it requires us to earn, to spend, to take care of our families, ourselves, to go places, do things. But there are those of us who just feel that we should work, and don't live. And then when you die, somebody else is going to get that money and just squander it away in no time. You ever thought of that? Yes. So we're going to be changing the way we do things. And that's a reminder that in our Community Life segment, we're asking the question this afternoon, family money matters in 2021. Are our bad spending habits spoiling our families? Why do we spend more than we save? What about our financial legacy? That's a question we want to ask. 5:43 p.m. Got some more music for you, but before we do that, and of course, you know, my segment Community Life is coming up, and of course, a Jamaica ting, Jamaican coffee. What about the coffee that we love so much? What is it about this whole coffee business that you all just feel as you wake up in the morning, you must have your coffee? If you leave the house, it's almost like you're going to pass out because you didn't have the coffee. What is it about the coffee so much? Stay with me inside the zone. This is Linkage Radio, 104.5, 101.7 FM.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Hear that? Them think it's a joke. Sister, talk to them now. It's real. Do you have any doubt? This is what we're talking about. Nothing.
Under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure. If you put your big take away, no, reach it in a second, cause we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel it, you cry down. I hurt your heart, you know, but do not make it stress, cause it I feel be better, not feel living at the ghetto, feel be under the pressure, my friend.
Some we born in the struggle, isolated in a bubble. One half for the rich, yet another for the poor. God bless and please help us, we can't take no more. We're feeling the pressure, we are down to the core. Oh, money for the and when them send it offshore. And every nation come here get rich and we stay poor. Them show you $20, we go through the back door. Tell them so we can't take no more.
Under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure. If you put your big take away, no. We cheat in a second, cause we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel it, you cry down. I hurt your heart, you know, but do not make it stress, cause it I feel be better, not feel living at the ghetto, feel be under the pressure, my friend. Yeah. Lord have mercy, this can't get no worse. I feel call it a curse, so me heart it a hurt me. Call it thirsty because from me birth to the first me, I feel like the father desert me. But when the pressure erupt, me never give up. No, me never give in. And me send up a prayer for the better living. I can't ball, so I better me sing. And so under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure. If you put your big take away now, we cheat in a second, cause we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel it, you cry down. I hurt your heart, you know, but do not make it stress, cause it I feel be better, not feel living at the ghetto, feel be under the pressure, my friend. It's serious, a lot of times I find it serious. Life is a little mysterious. Some we put and we can't even steer it up, oh no. I can't wait for morning come. Oh gosh, did I too long? Oh gosh, the fight too long. I can't wait to see the sun. Under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure. If you put your big take away now, we cheat in a second, cause we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel it, you cry down. I hurt your heart, you know, but do not make it stress, cause it I feel be better, not feel living at the ghetto, feel be under the pressure, my friend.
Yes, the pressure is real and the whole world I feel, yet we not give up. Overflowing up with cup and the system corrupt. Look how hard summer work and it's still not enough. Oh no, lock down the world, no nobody now walk. And no food under the house while the bills pile up. When you listen politician, you say wait a second. Do they feel the same as you and I do?
Under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure. If you put your big take away now, we cheat in a second, cause we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when you feel it, you try down. I hurt your heart, you know, but do not make it stress, cause it I feel be better, not feel living at the ghetto, feel be under the pressure, my friend.
Yeah, that's a collaboration, of course, with Coffee and Bush Banton. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the show. 5:48 p.m. It is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city. You walk, drive, and reside here on Linkage Radio with yours truly, Lady D, Denise Gomez, 104.5, 101.7 FM. The telephone number to call me is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. And I'm saying hi to those of you who have not heard my voice for a few weeks. And I'm well, I'm back. And getting the show on the road for 2021. What are your decisions? What have you decided to do for 2021? I'd like to hear in our community life feature that's coming up. Family Money Matters in 2021. You know, there are some families that you know, they are known to be excellent economists in their own right. They know how to manage their money. There are some families we just were not taught how, you know. And then there are others who are just getting in the groove of managing their money. So 2021, you're all going to be rich. We're all going to be rich. We're going to know how to allocate, how to balance the books, how to do all the things that we need to do so that life will be better for us. How about that? Reminding you to log on to my YouTube channel, Inside the Zone with Lady D. That is Inside the Zone with Lady D. And subscribe to the channel when you go there. Subscribe, and you won't miss the broadcast once I'm on air. I'll be there with you. You'll see me, and you'll be able to, say, hey, Lady D. Of course. It's now time for us to get into what I call a Jamaica ting. Stick and stay with me. Don't go anywhere on a Monday.
Of special people, a place where champions grow, a magical vibe, so much more than you will ever know. You can't ignore the music, reggae so profound, and when it comes to the track, you know that Jamaica won't back down. On top of the world, we're more than just an island in the sun, a great nation. Bob Marley said, welcome everyone to Jamaica.
Welcome to Jamaica, to Ya, to the rock, to the sun, the moon, the stars, the wind, the rain, the everything. In Jamaica, the beautiful sunshine, the pristine beaches. Ah, my goodness. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. Welcome. Are you from across the Caribbean? I'd like to welcome you as well. And you are from the United States, born and bred and raised. Hello to you, and other parts of the world, wherever you are. We like sending it out. You never know who stops by, even for a minute. 5:51 p.m. Inside the Zone with Lady D, and I'm just going to say hi to someone who is passing by very quickly before I get into the segment. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Lady D.
Happy New Year, my Hortense. What you saying? Hortense?
Yes. I don't know. I appear like Mickey Mouse. I come from the station. Sure. I call. I say, what is this?
I don't know of what you speak, my love. How are you? How was the New Year for you?
Oh, not too bad. It started out sad for me because my friend lose her son.
Oh.
Christmas. Over the Christmas.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Hortense. Oh, dear.
I don't know, you may read in the news later on the two girls with Jonah.
Yes, I have it in the news. Very, very sad. Very unfortunate.
Oh,
yes, so I have it to read.
Tell me about
Yes, I have it here.
And the 12-year-old boy from Brighton, where Carl lick him off on bicycle.
Oh, I don't have that one. Oh,
Lord. The Black River Hospital, and then take him from Black River Hospital to Kingston. He passed out last night. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord, sorry to hear. No, hush. Let's talk about some good news. How was the Christmas? You eat a lot of cake?
Yes.
Okay. You drink a lot of sorrow?
No, one time I drink is sorrel,
Okay.
I know some sorrel, but the cake is not fruit cake. My cake is, I can't eat the fruit cake, the pound cake.
Okay. But you enjoy it,
yeah. Yes, enjoy it.
All right, so.
Like the whole pan of cake. Every minute I get a piece.
I tell anybody, I don't like when people give me those things, I don't even do no baking this year. Did nothing. All I did was invest in a tree. That's all I did, because I know if I'm not disciplined, Hortense, I will go every minute and take a little slice and say, oh, me not take no more. And then I take and take. It's not because I don't want to, but it's because I know I shouldn't. Shucks.
It's enticing. Right it there. When up to Saturday, my grandson bake one Saturday.
Okay.
And every minute Then go make mistake and leave it on the table.
Oh Lord, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yesterday, I eat the last piece.
Okay.
Come you say.
So good riddance, good riddance. Don't eat no more, okay? So I'm gonna do my other segment and then have 5 minutes because Chris Wilby calls me in 5 minutes. So don't go nowhere, okay?
No, but I can't hear it good. I just hear the some church. I don't know what happened to the radio. I just call it on the number here now, and I hear you good, and I can't hear you. After you see, after you hang up, me not go hear nothing.
Oh Lord. So who is home with you? Let them sign on to your phone, to the YouTube. Nobody not there with you because you could listen to me on your phone.
Yeah, I'm here, but me upstairs there now, downstairs.
Okay.
In my room, yeah.
Hush, because I could let them log on to my YouTube channel and you'd be able to hear me.
Yes, cause what is it? A tune-in radio, maybe pan, with linkage. Tune-in radio.
Okay, but you wouldn't be able to hear it now because my channel is broadcasting. That's why. Okay, my love? Yes, that's why. So if they could get on the YouTube channel and all they need to do is type in Inside the Zone with Lady D, then you'd be able to watch it, to listen.
Yeah.
All right. So good to hear you. Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year to you too.
Love.
I hope this 2021 be a better year for we.
Yes, I hope so too. All right, lovey. Take it easy.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's my girl Hortense. You know I have to pause when Hortense come. It's one of those things. Good afternoon. Happy New Year. Hello. Hello. Alrighty. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. How much? Oh dear. The you know, these things happen. The Jamaica Ting segment, I promised you about the Jamaican coffee, that is almost like gone through the door here now because I had to spend a few minutes to talk to my dear Hortense. So, you know, I just had to quickly make a move right there. But anyway, welcome. You are just joining me. My name is Denise, Lady D Gomez, and you're tuned into my radio program, Inside the Zone with Lady D. Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. And it is broadcast on Mondays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'd like to welcome you this afternoon. And if you are new to the platform and you're wondering what goes on here, it's music, it's information, features, empowering you and just getting into discussions and, you know, talk. How about that? That's all the show is about. Chris Wilby joins me in 2 minutes, so I am looking forward to a really good segment with Chris being our first New Year show and all of that. So how about some more music for you here on a Monday?
No man is an island. No man stands alone. Treat each man as a brother. And remember, each man's dream as your own. Now we need one another. Oh yes. And we ought to try to be friends. Each man has a brother. And friend. You can't live in this world all by yourself. No, 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 you can't make it alone. And just as sure as you try to make it by yourself, you're gonna wake up and find you're gonna need somebody else. No man is an island. Oh yes. No man stands alone. Each man has a brother, and remember, each man's dream has your own. Whoa.
It is now a minute after 6 o'clock. And let me run to the phone line. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. It's 2021, 21. Chris Wilby.
I'm listening to you, continue. You have a lovely voice, and I want you to serenade me. Come on, let's go.
My Chris Wilby. It's such a pleasure having you another year to be a part of the show with me in 2021. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum.
Lady D, how are you? Happy New Year to you. How are you?
Chris Wilby, 2021, day 4. How you feeling? I'm fine.
I am fantastic. I am doing all right.
Yes, I'm glad to hear you.
It's a new year. There are many different opportunities to explore, and we just have to take the plunge and just go for it.
Absolutely, and we're all in this together and taking on each other for this ride.
Oh yeah.
Right, and we want to say, that while we are on this journey, we are taking everybody else with us, and some will hop on and some will hop off, right, until you come to the final number.
Yes, and I strongly believe that everybody that comes into your life, come into your space, they have their purpose and they have their time. So some people will come for a short while, and some will come and they will remain. So that is how I take it. I just take it in strides.
Yes, me too. Once we're taking it in strides, then we don't get overwhelmed.
Exactly.
We remain focused. So I'm happy to know that we're here again together, doing a program, doing other things, and, making positive impact in our community and the world at large.
Absolutely.
Yes. So God bless you and your family. And by the way, I'm going to see no picture. You promised me picture. The sidebar picture, and the picture didn't come.
For the Christmas, I did promise you to take picture of my food, the Christmas cake and the whatever I sent to you. But why? I tell you, when I see the food, I forget about the phone. So I am sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I saw the food and everything else just went out my head. All I wanted to do was just partake of it, So I am sorry about that, lady dear. I promise next time around I'll try and remember.
I forgive you, because I know how that goes. when you see food, the sumptuous, delectable meal, you just get lost.
Yes, man. I tell you. I just wanted to just devour it. I didn't remember phone aside and everything. I just wanted to just dive in.
Massa, I understand. So, again, God bless and keep you, and welcome to the Monday Drive. It's our segment keeping you in the know, and we have so much to do this year. We want to do things differently and additions and so on. So, as we roll them out in a timely manner, we hope that our audience will appreciate what we have put together for them in the coming months.
Yes.
So, greet the people. You and I already now just greet up each other.
Yes. Once again, I want to say Happy New Year to the listeners, and I am happy to be back and hoping to continue to keep your company throughout 2021. And we have some new things in store, and I do hope that you will come along with us on this ride. So once again, Happy New Year and welcome to 2021. Lady D?
I'm here talking, nevertheless. Oh dear. 2021, I'm just so excited. It's day 4. But anyway, I was mentioning to them that, we do have a topic for them in our community life, family money matters in 2021. Are our bad spending habits spoiling our families? Why do we spend more than we save? What about our financial legacy? We'll just be talking. No script. We're just talking.
Yes.
All right. So, as always, I invite you to present the first headline for the program.
All right. Once again, good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon to everyone. My first headline is coming out of Jamaica this afternoon, and it says here, COVID-19 compliant does not mean it's safe, says Dr. Maurice Guy. The government outlining the top 20 communities in the island with active cases just this weekend. Opposition spokesperson on health and wellness, Dr. Maurice Guy, is cautioning that even if schools in these areas are seen as COVID-19 compliant, reopening for face-to-face learning might pose too much of a risk to their populations. He said, had originally said that in those areas where we find that the numbers are low, then we would not be averse to schools reopening for face-to-face. However, those 20 areas that the ministry pointed out in the press conference as the communities that have the greatest number of the virus, from Old Harbor all the way back down, exercise caution. You can't have a community where you have increased numbers and you are reopening schools. He went on to say, my position is that we should look at where the numbers are, and if they are low, then we would not have a challenge with supporting the reopening for face-to-face. The Ministry of Education last week indicated that following on the October to December 2020 pilot program in some schools for the new term, 129 schools have been approved for face-to-face teaching and learning. These schools, the ministry said, have been allowed a 2-week period from January 4 to 18 to refine their preparations for teaching. On Saturday, the health ministry said the St. Catherine communities of Old Harbor, Ensom, Greater Portmore, Spanish Town Central were among the top 20 communities with active cases now on its radar. In Kingston and St. Andrew, the communities of Mountain View, Springfield Gardens, Vineyard Town, and Ligony featured, while the communities of Grange Hill and Negril in Westmoreland were flagged. Also flagged were the communities of Christiana and Mandeville in Manchester, Runaway Bay, Brownstown, Great Pond, and Exchange in St. Anne, Falmouth in Trelawney, as well as Port Maria and Charlestown in St. Mary, and Trinityville and Seaford in St. Thomas. Lady D.
Residents of this quiet farming community have pinned the blame on the sustained absence of piped water in their community for Saturday's tragedy in which two teenage girls were swept away in the river where they went to bathe. Both teens were fished from the body of water called Coca River by community folk 4 hours apart yesterday. The body of Gabriella Madden, 13, was recovered by divers yesterday morning, while that of Madden's friend, Kalia Muir, aged 15, was found mid-afternoon. Sheldon Muir, Kalia's grief-stricken father, was among the community members who argued that political representative J.C. Hutchinson, Member of Parliament for St. Elizabeth Northwestern, should be held accountable for the absence of running water in their community for nearly a decade. Quote, "What basically caused this thing is no water in the area. Over 7 years now, no water in the area. J.C. Hutchinson is a member for our constituency. We don't have no water over 7 years now. No water. So it forced them, the children, now to come to the river to bathe because there is no water in the area. Sometime when you come down here is like a grand market because the whole district has to come down here. This is what caused what happened," end quote, the bereaved father asserted. He added, "This is not the first time there is a drowning because no water don't in the area. It also happened to a next little boy. To get water to drink, we have to buy water from the truck. So the kids are going through a lot up here, and so it have forced them to come to the river to bathe," unquote. Scores of irate residents who yesterday gathered on the banks of the river while divers earnestly searched for the girls concurred with the view that it is the absence of water from pipes in the community that has been driving them to make regular treks to the river to carry out personal hygiene and domestic tasks. Quote, "We don't have water for over 10 years, and the Member of Parliament and the Councillor, Jamaica Labour Party representative for the Lacovia Division, George Powell, are supposed to make sure we have water in the area, and they are not doing anything," unquote, one female member of the community claimed. But during a telephone interview with the Jamaica Observer, Hutchinson, who conceded that the area has been without water for up to 9 months out of the year, promises to press the National Water Commission, the NWC, to speed up his recommendation to the organization to provide water to the community. Quote, "I would say it's nearly 9 months out of the year they don't get water up at Coker. So it's a challenge with them," unquote, Hutchinson told the Observer. He lamented that there seems to be inadequate water at a well in the nearby Newton community from which water was pumped to Coker. He added that he has been suggesting to the NWC that there is a good supply of water over by Revere from which water could be transported in a pipe to Coker. And that's it on this headline, Chris.
Two men charged. Two charged after man chopped during an argument. St. Mary, Jamaica. 2 men have been arrested and charged for the alleged chopping of a man during an altercation on Cox Street, Port Maria in St. Mary on New Year's Day. Charged with wounding with intent are 21-year-old Draven Dollhouse, waiter, and 25-year-old Alton Dollhouse, steelman, both of the community. The police said about 6:15 p.m., the complainant and the accused men were involved in an altercation when machetes were used to inflict wounds to the complainant's body. He was then transported to hospital where he was admitted. The police said Draven and Alton were subsequently apprehended and charged. Their court dates are being finalized.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said Monday afternoon that the state had identified its first case of the UK variant of the coronavirus. Cuomo said that the individual was a jewelry store worker in his 60s in Saratoga Springs who had no known travel history, suggesting community spread of the variant is happening. The man is now recovering. The variant has already been identified in Colorado, California, and Florida. Also on Monday, Cuomo vowed that he will not take the COVID 19 vaccine until the vaccine is available for my group in Black, Hispanic, and poor communities around the state. In the initial rollout of COVID 19 vaccines, priority has been placed on healthcare workers. Continuing distribution is expected to be based on factors such as age, type of employment, and health conditions. It wasn't immediately clear what group Cuomo was referring to, and his office did not immediately respond to a request for clarification. Cuomo spoke about the many injustices in our society that the pandemic has exposed, while also calling out racism as a public health crisis during pre-recorded remarks on Sunday to Abyssinian Baptist Church, a historic black church in Harlem. Quote, COVID killed black people in this country at 2 times the rate of white people and Hispanic people at 1.5 times the rate of white people, unquote, Cuomo said. The governor called the vaccine rollout a pressing challenge for the state, but promised that it will be done in an equitable way. He also urged the state's residents to get the vaccine when it becomes more widely available to the general public, saying that between 70 and 90% of New Yorkers need to be vaccinated in order for it to be effective.
Lamar, Westmoreland. A mother is opposing claims by the police that her 14-year-old son was shot and killed in an alleged confrontation between members of the security forces and men who were reportedly involved in a New Year gun salute in a section of the tough inner city community of Dexter Street. The deceased has been identified as Yohembi Bryston of Rickett Street in this town. Bryson's 15-year-old cousin was also shot and injured during the incident. Reports from the police are that shortly after midnight on Friday, January 1, members of a security forces team went into the Dexter Street area of the town in response to complaints of a barrage of gunshots coming from the community. The police reported that the team, which allegedly came under heavy gunfire, returned the fire. Following the shooting, the 14-year-old boy was found suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to the Savannah police. I'll read that again. He was taken to the Savannah Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. But community members refuted the police claim that there were any gun firing in the area. They told the Jamaica Observer that they were in the process of holding hands to pray, as their custom when a new year begins, when they came under gunfire from members of the security forces. The parish of Westmoreland is under curfew. In keeping with the Disaster Risk Management Act, the curfew hours for Westmoreland begin at 7 p.m. on December 31st, 2020, and end at 5 p.m. on January 15, 2021, with people allowed to move about between 5 and 7 p.m. each day. During the period, gatherings in a public place should not exceed 10 people, and markets and vending in public arcades and public transportation centers are only allowed during the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Lady D.
The Maroon community of a compound town, St. Elizabeth, was thrown into mourning yesterday following the discovery of a nude body of beloved community activist, 40-year-old Dorsey Huggins, on the floor of her home. Her mother and children reportedly became concerned when they did not see her throughout Saturday, and calls to her cellular phone went unanswered. According to a distraught niece of the deceased, who gave her name only as Sakira, relatives then went to the house in search of Huggins, but the doors to her property were locked. Quote, "For the entire day we have been calling her phone, and it kept ringing without an answer. Her mother became concerned, and we walked to the house. Everywhere was closed, apart from the bathroom window. We shone the light from our phone into her bedroom and looked on her bed and floor, and we didn't see her," unquote, the distressed niece said. Akila Wright Huggins' distraught daughter explained that After subsequently gaining entry to the house, her mother's nude body was found on the floor with what appeared to be a slash to her throat and wounds to her wrist and palm. She wants the police to speedily apprehend the perpetrator responsible for her mother's killing. Quote, I am in a state of shock and disbelief. I last spoke to her New Year's night. I want the killer apprehended and brought to justice. I want closure to my little son, Davario Davis, who is constantly asking for his grandmother, unquote, she said. Sakira revealed that her aunt was an integral part of a treat that was being planned for the community later this week. Quote, she was the main planner for the treat, unquote, the saddened niece revealed. Community members remembered Huggins as a caring individual whom they said collectively did not deserve such a horrible death. No arrest has been made in connection with the murder, police said yesterday.
Commish charges cops to see opportunities even in crisis. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson says perceived challenges at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic have proven to be opportunities for the force to connect with the public it serves in new ways. Anderson delivered this message from the conference room at his Old Hope Road St. Andrew office as he recounted the 2020 year at the force's annual devotion today. He charged the men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the JCF, to seek out the opportunities created by this time of crisis. He said, the current crisis has given us the opportunities where we can reach out to our people in new and even better ways. We have the opportunity to have our public have greater insight into the JCF, the parts they don't usually see. He went on to say, sometimes when you are in the thick of it, you don't realize what you are doing, and I just want to say, as commissioner, I am proud and also grateful for the way the members stepped up in crisis to provide opportunity for the force. Thank you all for that, he continued. The commissioner further urged everyone to look for ways the lessons that we learned from 2020 can be shared to help others who may not have overcome their own crisis. Looking forward to 2021, he said, this will be a year when we make even greater sacrifices and be even more persistent in our policing efforts. The safety of those we serve depend on it. Let us look for the opportunities in every crisis. Let's have a great year. And that's my final headline, Lady D.
And that's the final headline for the segment Keeping You in the Know with News, Happenings, and Facts, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. Please stop by and purchase your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. Give them a call, 718-324-7484. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez, host of the program Inside the Zone with Lady D. It's our New Year program today here on Keeping You in the Know, and it is Monday, January 4, 2021, and we are so looking forward to great things in 2021. 2020, that's a closed year. We're not going back there, but certainly we remember everything that's good, and that's gonna be great for 2021. Now, Chris, headlines as we see them, and right after which we will, at 6:30, we're getting into our feature for today in community life, and we're saying family money matters in 2021. Are our bad spending habits spoiling our families? Why do we spend more than we save? What about our financial legacy? And we have to acknowledge those of our avid listeners and viewers who are always in our corner here on a Monday. Thank you so much. We have Pat and Jackie and Aubrey and Angie and Nads and Yvette joined. And just want to say hi to everyone tuning in. And, we know that you're all busy moving around and so on, when you do get the time to stop by and spend with us, we so appreciate you. We're looking forward to a very robust conversation this afternoon in our discussion segment. And right now we are opening the lines up for those of you who would like to call in. 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228. The headline concerning the blame that is being laid at the feet of the Member of Parliament, J.C. Hutchinson, for northwestern St. Elizabeth in the community of Coker. I'm hoping I got the pronunciation right. In St. Elizabeth, where these two young girls, their bodies were found. They were drowned. As a result, people are, disgruntled because they say that it has been several years now that there has been no water in the community, and so people have been going down there, for their domestic use, as well as to have their bath. And now these two girls, 13 and 15, are drowned as a result of it. So I can also add that in the community I was raised, not born but raised, and talk about it all the time in Penance, in the later years of my life living there, suddenly there was no water in the pipe, which is certainly not 10 years. It's about 3 decades by now. And still there's no water. So each house now has a tank, pretty much, in their yard, because water not running in the pipe anymore. And we keep asking the question, why? Someone has joined us online. Happy New Year to you. Welcome. How are you?
Happy 21 for you, Lady D, and Linkage family near and far.
Happy 21 to you too. I know the voice, I don't remember the name.
Oh, this is Orville, Lady D.
Yes, Orville, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad, Lady D. I know you have a powerful program, Lady D, and when I time to a downstairs, I hear your program, I talk about donkey, Lady D, and me say that meets me, but I'd leave it till when you come back, we feedback over that story again, Lady D.
All right, so when I bring... When I'm doing that segment, that donkey segment again, we can talk about
Did you know that donkey have lantern, Lady D, and have the cross, Lady D?
Oh, really? Okay. There's a lot of noise in the background. I'm not sure if it's yours or if it's another caller who we picked up. All right. Hello?
I'm hearing you, Lady D.
Yes, so we're talking. No, I didn't know that, but we're in the news segment now. Were you listening a while ago?
Yeah, I know that you did a talk about coffee, Lady D, but I never love pick coffee, Lady D. If I want to pick a coffee, they have some little ants when you pin nickel, Lady D. They just piss on you and bump you up, Lady D. They no bite, People then pee on you, and bump you up.
Oh, dear. I didn't even know all of that. So thank you for that bit of it. Thank you for my New Year.
Why me said you would leave, when I tell me you talk about rice and peas and you pick out the peas grain. Eat the peas neither, Lady D. Only why me have to pick it up. I no love rice and peas, it give me work.
Oh, okay. I get you. Yes, I can do the peas myself. But I'm glad to hear you, Orville, and I wishing you all the best for the new year.
Yeah, and God bless each and everyone. And you do a wonderful program and continue.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and big up to Father Linkage as usual, nevertheless.
That's right. Okay. Thank you. All right. We have another caller online. Good afternoon. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you and your guest, Lady D.
Yes, Happy New
and
Year,
all
my
the
damn
Linkage
lady.
and
Happy
all the
New Year.
Linkage fans and listeners.
I'm sorry if you hear a pause. I'm wiping some water from my eye.
You're what?
If you hear me.
Yes, because that is what I call about the water situation.
Lord Jesus. Yam lady, I love when you know. I say if you hear a if you hear a pause, I was wiping some water from my eyes.
For what?
Never mind what. Keep going.
Send some to Jamaica.
Okay. Yes. So welcome, my love. So
yes.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. And greetings and health and happiness to each and all of near and far the linkage listeners. Yes, the water system in Jamaica is really, really nasty. You know, not now, but all, you know, it has been going on, and it seems like it's getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
And my question I want to ask before I lament, where do we know those waters are coming from that they're buying, or, you know, these people coming around selling these waters? Do we know where they're coming from? Is they good for human consumption? And my next thing, because I've called several times, one of the time I called Miss Chulano there on RGR was to speak about the water system. You're paying water bill, and there is no water in your pipe. Mm-hmm. And the money, it's big money you're paying for water bill. From when we were growing up, they used to have these reservoirs, and we talk about Jamaica, the land of wood and water. We had these reservoirs that they use, the catchment where they use supply areas. Yeah. We don't have them anymore. The lay pipe, especially that section you're talking about there in Jamaica, there, St. Elizabeth going in Westmoreland, they lay these pipes, and these pipes are there until they rot out, and no water is in these pipes. I only sorry those families cannot, they suppose sue the government and let them pay for those 2 kids that got drowned. It is getting out of hand down there, where with the light and water, not only in that parish alone, but it's all over the island. Trust me, Lady D, because when I go down there, I go all over the place. Like, I don't even know. So, you know, I just throw that out so that somebody else can pound on it. And we will talk, Lady D. Don't hammer me too much. Don't cry too much.
No, man, I'm
you
not.
Know.
Chris, Mr. Wilby, you have anything to respond to Yam Lady before I respond?
No, Happy New Year, Yam Lady. No, one of the things I'm going to agree with her on the water situation in Jamaica. It is getting worse, and it is a shame because Jamaica is surrounded by water. Mm-hmm. So one of that should not be one of our problems. We have many problems. Water should not be our problem. The problem is that the government does not have a vision, and they do not know how to harness the resource that we have. And that is the main issue. Because I grew up in St. Thomas, and as a child, we never had water problem. We just never, we always had water in our pipes. And I went back to St. Thomas, even the last time I went there was a couple of years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And I am surprised that my area is now having serious water problems. It's like some areas, they only get water for some time during the day. Sometimes throughout the day, they don't get water. So it is a situation. It is very bad, for real. Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't know what the government is going to do, but they need to find a way. And Yamli, they mentioned the reservoirs. We had one in our area, and I believe that was condemned also. And that is the reason why we're not having the water, because that reservoir was never really dry. Even in times of drought, we had water. So it is just bad. So I don't know what they're going to do to fix it, but it is bad.
I believe my input is that quite possibly over the years, there have been a lot of construction work, building work has been done, the continuous rainfall, and it could likely be that, all these catchment areas have been corroded, blocked for a lot of reasons, and the Member of Parliaments, the National Works Agency, and all those agencies, they are not vigilant because they feel that the people can manage. We were raised, just in case light gone, you have your home sweet home or your kitchen bitch or what have you. It's the same principle here where the water is concerned. They feel that people say, oh, river over so they can go catch water and manage. But I think that some of these pipelines need to be dug up. They need to reinstall pipelines and so on. That is some of the reasons why. Because if you're having waters coming up from in the hilly terrain and you have mudslides and so on, it is likely that over the years, because most of these pipes were laid years ago, so they need to now go reevaluate how do we get these land spaces to accommodate new pipes, because some of those pipes are outdated. Those are pipes that were laid centuries ago, and now you have modernized pipelines. So some of those places, it's not working that way anymore. Even when they talk about the dam in Mona, the main catchment area, if there's minimal rainfall, people in Mona and all those places are not getting any water either. So it's a across the nation problem. But some of those pipes I believe need to be dug up and they lay new pipes because those are not working anymore.
No, yes, let me jump in, Lady D. I'm still on the line. Because those pipes are rot.
Yes.
A gentleman down there in Christiana told me about 2 years ago, I was complaining. It's a friend of is my girlfriend family, husband. And we went down that area and he said to me, I work in Christiana. I work at the Water Commission, the water, whatever, there in Christiana. And believe you me, those pipes are over 100 years old.
Yes.
That's what he said to me.
And I believe
that. Another gentleman told me that that he is a plumber, and he told me that in Manchester there in Mandeville, that's why now I heard he said that's why now you can't build a house unless you have the plan included a tank.
Right.
And that is the reason why houses now who don't have the land to build the tank separate, the houses are built on top of those tanks. The tanks are underneath, and the house, the house itself is over it. It was how the water situation is. That's why the water cut off certain times a day. If you should be in the bathroom at 7 in the morning in certain areas, don't soap up because let 7 o'clock catch you in the bathroom because you won't have any water to wash the soap off. Because water is cut off and it don't come on back until 8, 9 o'clock at night. And is one catchment. He said it's one catchment. They turn off the water on this area so that area can get water, and then at a certain they turn off it again, and then a certain area get water, and that's how they operate. But the government is charging humongous, and then they came out now with these smart meters, where they've reading they said smart meters, it makes matters worse. Because I know in Kingston the reading is I can't even tell you, and you're not getting water certain times. You don't have water, but the reading when you get your bill You don't even get in the bill. It's on your phone. It comes on your phone.
Okay.
And you can't pay it because you can't even buy food. And there's no water to cook the little food you have more, but you have to pay for the water. Water and light out there is killing people, and it's a jam till people start to get to the government out there and really, get to them and let them know what this is serious.
Well, there are programs.
We
for
won't.
example, there's a program.
We won't.
For example, there, and we're talking about water, and there's a family member of mine who just, hey, Miss Vad, who just joined us. She lives in Penance. I'm telling you, we have not had water in pipe for as long as I can remember. Suddenly, one day, there was just none. So, I know there are radio programs in Jamaica where people have called and voiced their objections, and the host, the presenter, he connects the agencies live to talk about what's going on with water and light, because people are disgruntled about them getting thousands of dollars for light bill and stuff like that they're not burning. One lady said, I was listening once, she says she's not even home half the time, so it's not like she's opening her refrigerator, watching television, ironing and stuff a lot, yet they get these high bills. It's one thing for us to be thousands of miles away and be discussing the domestic issues that affect Jamaicans in Jamaica and other nationalities, Jamaica at large. But when we hear it, we have to talk about it, because people are going back and forth continuously, building homes, planning to go home and all that. They too have to now start thinking about what happens when I go and light gone. Do I need a generator? What is my backup plan? All those things, because if you live here and invariably you're having power outage, unless you really don't pay your bill, you really don't have that problem as much.
We have to start, sorry, Lady D, we have to start to flood the government website out there, because only talking and calling programs and things, they don't get it serious. They want people to come home back. They're telling you to come back home, but what, you're going to leave from one judgment to the other judgment? It's a new year now, and we are listeners all over the world. Jamaicans are listening to these stations and these programs all over the world, and we have to start to get to the government now. Get to the government back and let them do something. Don't let them sit on the easy chair and so forth.
What I can say is that people are making their voices heard, and the respective agencies are getting the job done. There are many areas now that people are very pleased that they have made their claim, and their light posts and water and all that. So, so there was a community just recently, they had to have a kind of a launch because there was water running through the standpipe. What can I say? It's almost like, no water, so, and that's a good thing. So thank you so much, my yam lady. Again, Happy New Year.
Yes, and be good, and we'll keep in touch. Blessings with you and your guests.
All right.
And listen.
All right, Happy New Year, yam lady.
And it's interesting, Chris, because there have been people who, when I was growing up, drowned in our river, the very river most of us learned to swim out of. And at the time, yes, somebody drowned, and we sympathized, we go to the funerals and so on. But, maybe if there was water in the pipe, unless you chose to go to the river. But for many people, it became the norm to go to the river.
Yes. And I have, for me, I have mixed reaction and mixed feeling to the drowning, because while I understand the plight of the people and that they may have gone there out of necessity. I am still wondering if there was water in the pipe, if they probably would have gone there anyways. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if I want to blame the minister entirely. I understand, where people are coming from, and I sympathize with them. Because I used to have water in my pipe, but yet we used to go to river.
Yeah, we too.
I almost drowned on a couple of occasions when I was a child.
Me too.
And it's not for lack of having water in. It's just because the river was there and it was something enticing and exciting, and we would go and dive off into the water, and it was just fun to do.
Yeah.
I
nearly drowned too. I know what it is to take in water, as they use the term.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I suspect that a lot of people with rivers around them as children, we go through that experience. So, and I had the experience of taking in water, as you say, but I still went back and swim again after that because, it was just a part of us.
Yes, and I the day I almost drowned is a Rastaman Naya who saw what was happening at a top rock. There was a cluster of rocks, and we called up there, Beat Me Back. Miss Vad, we still have Beat Me Back. And he saw me drift away, and he's a good distance away, And I'm there trying to hold up my head. I would have been maybe about 11. I don't think I'd started high school yet. Maybe I was about 11. So, me not that tall. And I realized I was drifting away from where my aunties and my uncle was. And I'm trying to hold up my head and to say help. And every time I'm saying help is more water going down in. And I see myself drowning. And then Uncle Dale heard Naya shouting out from up that Beat Me Back. And Uncle Jim, who is a good swimmer, came in and pulled me out. Would you believe the next day I went down there and decided I'm not going to drown again? And taught myself to swim. I jumped right back in that deep water there and splash and do all kind of stuff. And that was it. I learned to swim by myself.
That's exactly what happened to a lot of us.
like.
I mean, we grew up with the water around us, the rivers, and we would do it on, a regular basis. And there are times when we meet in difficulties and other people have to save us, but next day, we got right back into the water. So I just said that to say, I don't know if it is a little bit unfair to be laying all the blame on the feet of the member of parliament, Yes. So, yeah.
And
so I'll just leave that there.
We are saddened by what has happened.
Yes.
We are. But what is also, before we move over, because would you believe it's 6:47 already? But
I just look at the clock.
Yeah, the woman who was found dead in a compound town, that's also very unfortunate. She's only 40 years old. Dorsey Huggins. So nobody knows what happened. They slashed her throat. Then did you see the one where they called in Beanie Man because he was busy advertising some event?
Yeah, I wish they had a stricter charge for him. It should be a case where they just lock him up and just don't let him out for a while.
Now you're that.
Him don't get any bail. I have little tolerance for people like that who is a public figure, and they are using their influence in a negative way. I have very little tolerance for people like those.
Because I don't know why you think you need to be having this big event, more so publicizing it on social media. And,
and flaunting it,
yeah,
what I mean?
Your followers,
taunting the police officers and, come on, man.
People not very sensible, right? So if they are committed to you as a follower to a cause, they're going to go, And so
Unfortunately,
and
yeah.
as we use the term, and so a bungle of people will be in an assembly. What can we say?
Yes.
All right. So as we're wrapping up shortly, ladies and gentlemen, but we did say that we just wanted to put the plug about asking the question rather, are our bad spending habits spoiling our families? Why do we spend more than we save? What about our financial legacy? For this year, I am hoping that I'll be able to save more. You know, you save and you go back in it, and you put it back and you save again and go back in it. But to say this money is my stash and I'm not going to touch it, it's gonna stay over there. I'm gonna make it grow, however, investing, what have you. And especially for families, you know, you have children. When we were growing up, they give us a little bank book, right? And you know, you put your little money in your little bank book. But I don't recall how many of us were really taught. All we knew is that here is a book and you put money in it. But the principle of really saving money, many people were not taught. You got your job, you know, you open the bank account and you put the money in there. And so all you know, for some people, the practice is I put it in, I take it out. I put it in, I take it out. And sometimes when you take it out, you find it that it's very difficult to put it back because here comes something else that requires you having to spend money, that money you plan to use to put it back. You can hardly find it to put it back. And, you know, as we are embarking here in 2021, there is a food security project that my organization, alongside with our church, we are advocating that people start, when you go to do your shopping, buy a little extra can of something and put it away. Because you never know when a food shortage is going to hit us. When we see what was happening recently where people were buying up, you know, hand sanitizers and toiletries and all those things and food, and we complain that people are hoarding food. You know, you saw stacks of cans and this and that. We really shouldn't be doing it because you never know what can happen. If a person has the money to purchase in bulk and secure it just in case, we need not get in that because a time is going to come. Something is going to happen and we have to be prepared for it. So it is with the money that we are making. If it's, I have an aunt, she says, we think that the principle of saving is $100 a week or $50 a week. You can put $5. You can put $20. It is saving. So we have to really, those of us who are on the path already, good. Those who haven't started yet. And we have to teach our children too, that if you give them their little pocket money, the first thing isn't to run to go buy something or they want a phone. But they too have to learn how to manage their money. What's your take, Chris?
Hi, it's very, very good to save and be disciplined. However, one of the things that we need to take it a step further. We need to start learning about investing. Because I believe that one of the reasons why we remain poor is because a lot of us, we do not know about investments and we do not take the time to learn about investments. Because while it is good to, quote unquote, save, when you put your money in your account, if you put $100 in your account, it is just that, $100 in your account. Now, if you, because we are poor and sometimes we do not want to take the risk of losing our $100, We take it and we stash it into the bank, and the bank take our money and they invest our $100 and they triple it, while we still have $100 because, especially here in the U.S., there is no interest going on that $100. So one of the things that we ought to learn to do is invest. Find somebody. We ought to be learning and teaching our children and our friends and our families or whatever. Find things that we can invest in that can double your money, you will see a return on your investment, because that is the difference between rich people and poor people. Poor people save, rich people invest. So we have to take it to another level in 2021 where we start to figure out, because even the stock market is not that difficult to learn in a Lady D.
Yes.
It's just that some people believe that it's all the rich people the stock market is for. No. But it's because we don't learn it. We don't take the time to learn it. So because of that, we don't understand how it operates and how to function in it on all of that. But people are making money left, right, and center from the stock market. I have friends who are investing in the stock market and making good money from it. All we have to do is to figure it out, find somebody who will teach us how to invest in it. And you can start small. That money that you will save, if you can say half it, put away, if you were going to put away $100, put $50 in your savings account and put $50 in the stock market. You know what I mean? And you take your time and invest in that. I know somebody who started in the stock market not so long ago with $50. And now they're over $2,000 with the $150. You know what I mean? And they're just taking it slowly. So this is an area in which we ought to be looking into investing and upping the ante in 2021.
And also, just to say as well, some of the areas that we can cut back on. I know sometimes we get very tired and so on, and we just say we can't bother cook. We can't bother go to the pot now, go cook, or stand up at the stove, go cook. And so we can try and cook at home. Cook for a few days. Some people say they don't like heat up food. I'm not a fan like that. But if I were to say really start planning around my meals, I don't eat meat and stuff, so I can do other things and still nutritious meal, a well-balanced diet, and be more creative and stop buying at restaurants so much and so on. Because that if we were to add up how much money we spend buying, from restaurants, because we just stressed, people tired, you work long hours and so on. But when you add up the amount of money you spend on food alone, you'd say, oh my goodness, what a lot of money I've spent, but you don't see it at the time. So whatever we can do going forward now, so we can build our saving, get our things in place, we should do so, because it is essential. It is now 2 minutes to 7 o'clock, and that's the end of the show for today. The first Monday show of the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside, and keeping you in the know with Chris Welby and yours truly, Lady D. Our first show for 2021. It's January 4. I wonder if anyone is celebrating their birthday today. Chris, you don't want to join me so we can sing together?
Before we sing together, I will be celebrating my birthday on the 29th of January, so I'm a January man.
Okay.
Let me put that out there. And
let's see.
I will be broadcasting my Cash App account later on.
Oh, that's a Friday, so we can have a celebration on the Thursday. Okay, that's a Friday. Okay. No problem. And I'll sing the happy birthday for you. So, and not crack
Yes,
the airway.
absolutely. I would love that.
Yes, I will sing for you and stuff. So no worries. But we'd like to say thanks to all those who joined us today via our YouTube channel. Hey, Cher. So let's do the roll call very quickly. Sharon Hamilton Pearson. Stopped by Andrea out of Barbados. Miss Vad out of Penance in Clarendon. Yvette. Who else do I say? Nads and Angie and Lovey and Jackie and Aubrey. And Pat. We didn't hear Pat today, but Pat was very much here. And so we want to say thanks to everyone who spent the time to join us. And we have so much more to do for 2021 with you in mind. So thank you so much for tuning in to the program today. Brought to you courtesy of Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Thank you all. Chris?
Yes, lady, thank you once again. It was fun and looking forward 2021. Have a great week, a great year. Take care. I'm out of here.
All righty. Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you. Looking forward to being back here on Thursday with the program Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that... okay, share. And I'm sure that, you enjoyed being on the journey with me today for 2 hours. So blessings, everyone. As always, love yourselves, love your children, and remember in everything you do, it is the will of God concerning your life. Blessings, everyone. Mwah. I'm out of here.
Can compare, trying to figure what to think. Because now with us, you're fully linked. Stay linked to Linkage Radio, your home for entertainment.
This station rules the nation.